All right, everybody, this is Dr. Traveler with Dr. Run, Think, Pray. I have broken another rule. I'm kind of in a new echoey room, but there was a few problems this week. So first of all, this is a re-record. I promise I did a mic check, and I'm going to make sure the light's on right now. I recorded this whole session at the office, and my mic was not on. So I get to re-record everything, and that means I get to do it at home. But this is good because in a lot of ways, I'm in my new happy place. This is my new workout room. This week was my birthday, and I had a wonderful week. Thanks to my family and my work colleagues and my friends and my neighbors and everyone. It was just great. It was also our 2-year anniversary at work, and so because of that we did karaoke in the office, and it was just a whole lot of fun. And so it's been a great week. And then I should turn the camera around, but I've got all the lighting and stuff, so it wouldn't make much sense. But awesome. My wife put together this amazing exercise room, and I'm just so excited, and I've already done a bunch of awesome workouts. And so it's been a good week, and I'm excited to be here, even though the sound is a little echoey. That's all right, because I'm in my happy place. So I apologize for the sounding, but it's all worth it for the spirit and the excitement in my voice that you'll hear for being here. And since I'm at home, it's basically the only quiet room in the whole house. I don't know how many kids, I think all of my kids have friends here right now, and so I told them, you got to stay kind of away from this room, and hopefully I don't get interrupted. And then also for those of you watching on the webcast, you can't really tell great, but I had a dermatology appointment this week, so I look a little bit beat up. Don't worry, I didn't get in a fight. I didn't wreck on my bike, or while I was running, there was a lot of people asking me, did you fall? I didn't fall. Just trying to keep my skin healthy. Went to the dermatologist. That's also why I'm wearing a few hats too. I got my hat on today because I got to keep my my bald head. I'm trying to keep my skin healthy. And I like some sun. I think the sun is very healthy in a lot of ways, but obviously you got to be careful how much. So that's all the pre stuff. Get done with all my week going on, what happened on during the week and why I'm filming here. Now let's get on to the subject. The subject of today is habits. And as I like to tell all of my patients when they're in the clinic, your health is your habits. And that is true physically, mentally, and spiritually. What you do on a consistent basis is what you're going to get. Now today I've got my little clipboard and my Sharpie, and we're going to go through what I call my habit triangle, triad of habits. So remember that it's a habit triangle. There's a few things that you may look at and go, well, wait, especially towards the end. I just find that for me, these habits and the way I've got them organized in this triad have really helped me to be healthier. And your health is your habits. And so as I try to be healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually, I find that when I focus in these areas, it really works. So here we go. We're going to start off. I'm going to draw my little triangle, my triad of habits. Now, it's broken up. The triad is broken up in what I like to say into 3 main areas. So I'll write here fuel, strength, and replenish. All right. You get to see my ugly handwriting, and it's not even, look, it's all like scattered. I'm just writing it on there. Okay, so as we're looking at the triad, fuel, strength, and replenish, we're going to kind of go along with those 3 things, habits that will help, and we'll go around each one of those physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then we'll kind of finish with one in the middle that I think, for me, the habit that gives me the greatest reward, the greatest feedback, the greatest building physically, mentally, and spiritually. All right, so when we start with fuel, physically, the fuel, I'm going to just write food, okay? Obviously, that makes perfect sense. Fuel is food. But what we're talking about, and we've talked a little bit about it in past episodes, is diet. Okay, so whatever you're eating on a consistent basis is physically what you're going to get back. So if you're eating lots of junk food, sugar, processed foods, lots of breads, simple carbohydrates, you're just not going to be really healthy physically. And here's the other thing, not just physically, but physically, mentally, and spiritually. I think food goes with all three, but when I'm trying to get the habits, I do kind of define them in their own little pocket and category, but know that there is really not any one thing that's just physical, mental, and spiritual, but we're really focusing here to try and confine it. So food, we're going to go with physical. If you want to be physically healthy, when it comes to your fuel, you've got to be healthy habits, healthy foods. All right? Now when we go down to strength. Strength habit, physically, move. I'm going to just write down move. And these are really simple. Because here's the thing. This is for me. I can give specifics and I'll try and talk specifics. But right now, our health is our habits. That's the name of the episode. Health is our habits. And so just move. That could be coming in. Here I am in my exercise room. This is my room where I like to do lots of moving. Whether it be weights, I've got the treadmill, run outside, whether it's a HIIT workout, whatever it is, move. Go for a walk if that's yours. If you're just starting out, just doing some walking or some light lifting, but movement. Just always be moving. You hear park the car far away. That's a habit, right? And your health is your habits. And so if you habitually move, you're habitually going to be healthy as far as the strength category goes in those habits. Now we've got replenish. Now, replenish, I'm just going to put relax. Now, I'm going to purposefully kind of sabotage the end a little bit and say you could say sleep. I'm going to save sleep for a different spot. I'm just going to say relax. The reason why I'm going to say relax is because I think it's good on a daily basis. And these are daily goals. So these are you're going to do every day. Now there's other ones that you could say, you do yearly or monthly, but these are just your daily. Your every day, you get them in the habit of healthy foods, healthy movements, healthy relaxation. Relax to me is just to be silent for, even if it's just a few minutes a day, take time to be silent and just breathe. Just turn off everything. Turn off the cell phones. And so physically, we'll go around again. Our fuel is our food. So physically, strength is our movement, doing some sort of movement physically. And our replenish is to relax. Get everything silent. Silence everything. No talking. Try to go, or just the silence of the breeze. Being outside sometimes while you're out doing your movement, just take time to relax. Just turn off everything physically. All right? So there we've got our physical habits. Your health is your habits. Physically, food, move, relax. All right? Now we're going to move on to mental. Now mental fuel, I'm going to say and write here people. And look, I'm writing it down and I didn't even show. So people. So we've got fuel, food, people. Okay, now that you could even write it in probably a better word that I could write is relationships. Okay, so on a daily basis, to refuel yourself mentally, you need to be working on positive relationships. Obviously, if you are married or have a significant other, that's going to be probably your number one habit, is to do something for them, to be with them. And refuel yourself mentally. And again, this could be physical, mental, and spiritual, but really we're focusing on right now, mentally, your relationships are going to refuel. But you've heard, hopefully, that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around the most. So those relationships, whether it be your friends, whether it be family, whether it be your children, you want to have those healthy relationships and use those as your mental fuel. So that also means, we talked about food, and we could even say movements or lack thereof. Going back to the physical movement, you have bad move habits, you're not going to have good health, right? if you never get to relax, so we said that it's our fuel is food, with physical, it's food, move, relax. If you don't do a good job at relaxing, if you're always going, you never get to replenish, then you're not going to be healthy, right? And the same thing goes with the people, with our relationships. If your relationships aren't healthy, if you're not positive, if you're not saying good things, and if you're around people who are negative and who are draining, then it's just not going to be good. So you've got to have good habits, mental habits, and that fuel is going to be the relationships and the people that you're around. So as you're looking at your habits that you want to do on a daily basis, that's a really good review that you might want to look at. Is just, habitually, am I every day getting that fuel, that mental fuel of being around people who lift me, who make me a better person. All right? So now we go on to our mental aspect of our strength, right? And mental strength, I'm just going to write here. Productive, all right? Sorry on the podcast, there's a little silence there for a minute. Productivity. So there, you could really put in some easy stereotypes here. So this could be, being productive at your employment. So this could be if you're a student going to school. But be productive. Do something on a daily basis that's going to help you to be productive. I like putting in here like you're writing down of your daily goals. So on a daily basis, to be mentally productive, to go through and have that group of things that you're going to do, that maybe a checklist of things that you're going to do that you can say, I was productive today. I accomplished something that mentally helps you become strong. And again, remember physically, mentally, spiritually, it's all of those, but when we're trying to put them in a category and trying to kind of get this habit, our health is our habits, physically, mentally, and spiritually, we're going to put productivity in our mental category, all right? So do something every single day that's productive. Even like today, it's a Saturday, I felt so productive, almost more productive than I did, at work. We had a lot of fun this week at work, but man, I just got to be with my family and be with my wife and clean. I got to, redo all the filters and that makes me feel good. People call me crazy. I kind of like doing laundry. No, I'm not going to do your laundry. But the reason why is because mentally, I don't know, laundry makes me feel strong mentally. I get to it's like a mental workout, and it makes me feel good that I could do laundry. Don't call me crazy. I'm not saying that it's for everybody. That's a Dr. Traveler thing. So, but yeah, laundry is kind of it's a strength, a mental strength for me. Others it may be draining. Okay. The next thing we talked about replenish. So we talked about our fuel, our strength, our replenish for mental. I'm just gonna write meditate. Okay? Now, you could say that relax is meditate, but really, and you can do all these almost at the same moment. You could physically say, all right, I'm going to physically just relax first, just quiet everything, turn off the phone, get the phone away, turn off the computers, get everything away. I'm just going to relax, and then you go into meditation. Meditation to me means that we add it. It's like a step up. So the step up is mentally we're going to now focus on our breathing. That really touches a different part of our brain. So now, again, mentally, we're starting to replenish. You're getting replenished. There's study after study. I mean, in this podcast and webcast, I'm not going to be huge in just citing a whole bunch of different studies, but you go out there's a lot of evidence that, that meditation it's replenishing, and you could even put it in probably the fuel and the strength, but I like putting it in my replenish category. Daily, even if it's 1 minute, even if it's 5-10 minutes of meditation, just time to quiet your mind, focus on your breathing, focus on maybe a mantra. I hear different people that Brennan Burchard, I like his where he'll talk about he kind of repeats a word, relax or something. I can't remember the exact, but he just repeats it over and over and over. That's going into your meditation. so that you're repeating something that's going to help you to relax mentally. All right? Okay, so we've got our triangle, our triad of our habits, our habit triangle. We're done physically, mentally. Now we're going to go into spiritually. All right? And our first category again is our fuel. And our fuel, spiritual fuel, habit, every single day, spiritual fuel. I'm going to write it down. It's gratitude. Okay? Gratitude. It's every single day showing gratitude. I better put this up. I'm like writing them down and not even showing, okay? So gratitude. Gratitude is again a habit. It becomes, you can do it and find a time to, show gratitude. If you're a religious person, showing gratitude to your Creator, to your God. But really it comes down again to the relationships, to just people, to strangers. Get in the habit of when something happens to show gratitude to people. To show it, even if it's just, saying thank you. Get in the habit of saying thank you. Get in the habit of giving thanks, even in your mind, and just having gratitude. Gratitude it's the fuel, right? So this is what I put in my fuel. So spiritually, gratitude makes it's like food. Gratitude to me is food for your spirit. And so you just want to get in the habit of whatever it is that you can sit down as you're kind of thinking, what are my habits going to be spiritually? Make sure you put that gratitude, because gratitude to me is the fuel of your spirit. All right? Now we're going to look into strength. And our strength for spiritual, I am just simply going to write the word serve. Okay? Serve. Do something that you can serve. Serve others. Serve your family. Serve your significant other. Do something that you can serve and do something for someone other than yourself. And that is our spiritual muscles. Okay, so gratitude is the fuel. If you want to flex your spiritual muscles, you go out and serve. So to me, people will say, spiritual is just lots of sitting and praying or meditation and just, ums and kumbayas and things like that. But no, to me, your spirit, it needs to be able to be out and to touch other people and you got to flex those muscles, right? And so to flex your muscles, you want to on a daily basis, whether it's your family, but find some way to serve others, to do something kind without any, want of a reward of anything getting back to you. Just serve. If you can get in the habit of doing that, then you're going to have spiritually strong muscles. All right? And the last one we got, replenish. And replenish to me, in my triad, I am going to write pray. All right? And again, so there we go. There's our triad right there. If you're watching sorry, I covered up the mic. If you're watching this and you want to just write those down, if you can read my handwriting, right? I'm scribbling with my little Sharpie here. But you want to pray. To me, that's the next step. I know that, again, with Dr. Run, Think, Pray, I'm going to get the attitudes, the ideas, the what other people do. I want to get that. But for me, I look at prayer as a step above. Because even though you hear the attitude of, me, that you're the only one who can control things, to me, I feel like I have my Creator's on my side. I feel like I am a child of God. It's like, I love what Wayne Dyer said, I am. That when, in the Bible, when Moses, said, who should I tell the people? I am that I am. I am. So when you say the word I am, to me, that means that I am the spiritual offspring of God. That inside of me, my spirit is that. And so when I'm talking my next step, you go relax. So physically, you relax, you quiet, make everything quiet. Then you go into a meditative state, repeat mantras. But that again is completely internal for me. The next step for me to strengthen myself, and this is me, I'm not going to argue if someone wanted to say that, that meditation is prayer. But to me, the next step up is communicating and communing with a higher power that really helps me to go to the next step. All right? Okay, so now I've got my triad all set up. I gave the hint in the beginning that I was going to put sleep in. And this, again, I'm not saying that one is more important, but to me, when it comes to habits, all right, we are talking habits right now. To me, I'm going to put sleep right in the middle of my triangle. That may seem crazy to some, okay? Sleep goes right in the middle of my triangle. And the reason why is because I'm looking for, again, my health is my habits. And when I look at the one thing, so when you're setting a goal, I like to say, what's one thing that if I can control that one thing, it's going to make the biggest difference, the very biggest difference for me. And to me, it's sleep. And you could even say, I'd like to even change the verbiage. I write sleep because I'm trying to keep it simple and keep it within the word, a tiny little triangle here that we can keep things simple. It's waking up early. It's going to bed early and waking up early. Again, people can argue with that and say that that's not how it is for them. But to me, here's my argument, is that I can almost do all of these. Now you could say, the people, I need the people my relationships, I need to go out and do those. But a lot of these things I can do because I can control the first 2 to 3 hours of my day. All right? If I wake up early, I can control those. If you wake up and you've got to just run and automatically you hop in the car, or as they say, you check your email, you check your phone, you are not yours anymore. You have given up everything that is yours. You are now at the mercy of everybody else. You're at the mercy of traffic. You're at the mercy of work. You're at the mercy of whoever, employees, employers. If you've got clients or patients, you're at their mercy. And that's fine, because on here, one of your habits is people, is relationships. And it goes, you can fit in all those. But I find that if you want to have the greatest change, control the first 2 to 3 hours of your day. Even start with 1 hour. Start with a half hour. But just say, I'm going to go to bed early and get enough sleep. I'm going to get sufficient amounts of sleep. And we can talk about sleep. If sleep is an issue for you, that becomes a problem. Because now you don't have the power to be able to do any of these things. You've got to make these a habit. And sleep, I've got to put it in there for me personally as the thing that if I can control that, my health is my habits. The biggest thing, getting enough sleep, going to bed early, waking up early. There's a reason why you hear the saying, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. There is a reason for that. And the reason why is because of this triangle right here, the triangle of our health. Your health is your habits. And just as I always end, or at least I always have and probably always will, by saying, you want to be healthier today than you were yesterday, healthier tomorrow than you are today. Now, the way that you're going to do that is through your habits. It's what you do on a regular basis. So I'm going to encourage all of you, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, control your habits. Find, and some people will say, no, because that's not true. I consider myself a healthy person, and I don't really have any habits. Well, you do. You're going to have habits. There's something that you do on a regular basis. And really, if you start to look at them, you may want to take a step back and say, all right, I may not be as healthy as I could be. I may not be as happy as I could be. And as for Dr. Run, Think, Pray here, Dr. Traveler, physically, mentally, and spiritually, your health is your habits. So go out, control the things that you do on a regular basis, go to bed early, wake up early, and that, I notice I didn't give a time. But early is relative to you, but give yourself time so that you can have that control. The afternoons just don't seem to work for me very well. I'm exhausted, and I've given, and once I step out that door, I've relinquished power. That may sound bad, but that's just true. You have to. There's a lot of reaction, and sometimes, you're at the mercy of the people that you run into. There's a whole other dynamic for that, but your health is your habits. Control it. And as I have said already today, be healthier today than you were yesterday, healthier tomorrow than you were today. This is Dr. Traveler, and I hope that by listening to this, you can become healthier and happier and have more joy and peace as you control your habits. And this is Dr. Traveler signing out. Guys, thanks for checking out Dr. Run, Think, Pray. Please like, please subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions, let me know. And always remember to be healthier today than you were yesterday. Be healthier tomorrow than you were today. And this is Dr. Traveler signing out.